Anyone here, Santi?
Anyone hear anything? Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the Brew 134. And I
134. Sheesh.
heard it's Halloween, Brew. Spooky,
Oh, so people say, yeah.
bro. I'm bad in groove.
Oh, Jesus.
I think we're starting 1 hour later in European time. I think Europeans already had the daylight saving.
Yeah, times are about to get a little funky.
Oh, it's
Times are
earlier.
about to get a little funky.
Earlier, 1 hour earlier. Or I don't know. Is that better or worse? I'm curious. We
Earlier,
start
one
1 hour
hour
earlier.
earlier. I mean, you're losing an hour of sleep.
But Europeans
Just confusing.
confusing. Yeah. Discord did not change the time. No, it did not. Americans are about to have the daylight saving soon as well. So, yeah,
Why do we do this, bro? Why do we do this?
I don't know. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it really bad. But yeah, we're going to talk about Surge today at the Atlas Brew. And I think it's going to be a fun discussion. We'll theorycraft, brainstorm a little bit. We have some updates that we want to share as well. But mostly theory crafting together with you guys on what you think about Search and its future. We'll have our special guest, Francesca. I don't know if she's in the audience or where she's at. I don't see her. So we'll wait a little bit more for her to join. And Jorvik Titan, people are asking. Not yet. Not
Win.
yet.
Win-win.
We have some surprises as well. Some things that people are definitely not expecting today. I am not going to say anything else. But yeah, I think we'll kick it off officially now. Welcome to the Atlas Brew number 134. Jose, how are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing fantastic, Santi. I could say that I'm feeling the spirit of the Halloween today, you know?
Are you feeling the spirit of Halloween?
Yeah, I'm feeling it. I feel this is going to be a super interesting brew. Surge is a great topic, lots of room to theorycraft and explore the future of Star Atlas. I'm looking forward.
Awesome. Dominic Bain, how are you?
Feeling spooky. Feeling spooky. Ready to get into it.
All right. Francesca, welcome to the stage. How are you doing?
Good. How are you? I'm ready for some Halloween action and all the
Doing
things.
great. Doing great. I think we want to do a little thing with the audience. As we may or may not be dressed up in our Halloween costumes right now, and we want people to rate the costumes when you see them. So I think we can start with Dominic Bain, and I want to see from 1 to 10, guys. You have to rate the costume.
Hold on, let me grab something. Hold on. Shit.
Oh, Jesus.
It's
Okay.
happening.
What do you think, everybody? Today I'm dressed up as Newt. I'm dressed up as Jose.
Oh, bro. It's the same picture, bro.
9 out of 10. 10. 4.5.
Hold on, you guys can't rate until you guys saw the arms rolling everywhere.
Oh God!
That's some crazy action for the penguin.
Bro,
Cannot
thank
get enough of that.
10, 8, 8, 10, 8, 10, 3. Oh my god.
No,
8.
Well, who gave me a 3? Who was it? Ban him.
Six.
Banned.
9,
Bannable.
7.
Thematic
9.
9 out of 10. Execution 7 out of 10. Come on, this is perfect execution. What are you talking about? Put the glasses on the bird.
Okay, now he's a 10, Dominic May.
No, it is a 10.
Oh, Jesus, bro.
No, it is a 10. That's hilarious, man.
This is awesome.
That's hilarious. I
So
think
good.
we can go. We can go
Uh,
with Francesca's reveal now.
Oh, geez.
You guys have to
Dun,
vote in the chat.
dun, 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 dun. And go.
I like it.
the Dragon Mother.
The Dragon Mother of Oni, Mother
I
of
have
all Tupas.
multiplied. This is called the hybrid version. There you go. Got a kind of Zelda-fied dragon gamify. She is back and she's ready to destroy everything, all the kingdoms, and rebuild.
9, 11.
Whoa.
Wow,
guys
wow,
are-
wow.
This
10.
hair.
Creamed. I'm getting
Okay, so
creamed out here.
I vote for Santi to. I'm going to send this wig to you, Santi.
Oh, no.
This is the new wig, everybody. I am not plugging anything. I am not leading the witness.
This is awesome.
8.5, 8, 9. Santi will look gorgeous on that.
Look at these locks.
All right, I think you got a solid 9 overall.
Oh, geez. Competition.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're in the lead. I don't know
Yeah,
about
Oh.
competition.
Oh, but you have to get ready for
I
Santi
am-
and Jose.
No, my costume. I don't know. I'm the action
Ship it,
hero. We are
Jose.
saving the best for the last.
Ship it, Jose.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Look
I
at
do that.
that. Look at
him.
that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
my ninja, bro.
I'm a
10
ninja
out
boy.
of 10.
5. Oh, wow.
Oh, you're getting
6.
creamed out there, Jose. You're getting creamed out there, bro.
I have
Sorry, yeah.
shurikens, boys.
Oh, wait, hold on. You guys can't vote until you
Oh
saw
my
the
God.
shuriken.
Oh my God. 10 out of
Yeah,
10.
now, show them again, Jose.
Yeah.
Show those
Okay.
shurikens.
We
Jose,
have
Jose,
5
now
points.
do a backflip and then throw one.
Hold on.
Execution.
6, 8.
The props
12.
give them extra points. Absolutely, they do. Absolutely, they do.
Yeah, 9.
Thank you
I,
for the
I think
support.
you got a good rating overall, Jose.
Yeah, I agree, bro. I think Jose did well.
But we
Well
saved the
played.
best for the last.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be rating this one, bro, in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too, bro.
Me
You
too.
guys are not
Do you have
ready.
your
You guys are
Do you
not
have your
ready.
10s ready?
Type 10 in the chat. Save your time.
Save your time. Vote 10 already.
Yeah, vote 10.
Should I reveal it? Should I reveal
Yeah,
it?
ship it, bro.
Yep.
Ship it.
Yep.
Wait.
Spence is killing us.
Come on, guys.
It's a negative 10, bro.
It's a negative 10. It's a minus 10.
Drum callers give you a
1.3.
1.3, bro.
Oh my god.
Bro.
9. Let's go. 12.
Nah,
It's
10.
the
bro, they're
low
lying,
effort
bro.
trophy for Santi, bro.
They're lying to you, bro. Yeah. Makai is not happy with you, bro.
No, guys.
Minus 11.
7.
Disqualifying. Yeah.
4.26. Disqualified.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
They say just
Rosa,
deserves
shake,
to
bro.
win. We should do a poll. I should create a poll for which one is the best.
If anyone votes Santi here, bro, you're banned.
I'm
So
making it the
good.
Argentinians.
Nah,
poll.
dude, that one. Nah, that one. I can get behind that one. I need that mask. I need that
Oh.
Marie's mask.
That looks awesome.
So good. Well, I'll be shipping this wig to you, Santi. So get ready.
All right, I created the poll in the chat. People need to
All
vote
right,
now.
all right. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
Come on, guys, vote.
All right, who am I voting for? I'm gonna vote
Vote in the
for.
chat.
I don't
Frank
even
and
know.
Santi.
Frank and Santi, come on.
Freaking sexy.
27 votes. Let's take the lead, guys. I'm last. This is unbelievable.
Are you last? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you
I
definitely
voted
are
for
last.
you.
Jose and Dom are taking the lead here.
I mean, hold on. Let me do my dance. Come on, get your votes in.
Come on, guys. There's
My
a clear
little
winner
dance,
here.
dance.
Team Jose all the way. 40 votes. Dom taking the lead.
It's the penguin dance, man. It's the penguin dance.
It's the
The
penguin
penguin dance.
dance.
I respect everyone who voted for me. Thank you, Darwin. Myself.
The four
Hammerhead.
people, the 4 people who voted for you, bro.
Oh, I didn't
people,
show you my mug.
including
Look,
myself.
I didn't show you my mug.
Oh,
that's pretty
that's
sick.
level up.
That's kind of
That's a
important.
level up.
No
Yeah,
revoting.
that's a level up.
No revoting.
No revoting. My dragon's dead.
No way. Who won? Dominic Bain won.
Oh,
The
I mean
champion.
that.
Halloween costume champion, year 1.
Oh
What
my
can I
God,
say?
that
It's because I'm
penguin.
dressed up as the penguin, bro. As Jose.
It's just unfair that I'm not first.
I mean,
I'm
Unbelievable.
third. I'm
I mean,
third.
you
So
Santi, you should
Up
thank your
the
lucky
count.
stars that you even got 4 votes, bro.
Santi is.
Yeah.
Pity votes for Santi, bro. Pity votes
You
for
vote
Santi.
for
bro.
Just joined. Yeah, the people who just joined are like, what is going on in here? Jimmy, you need to
Pity
vote.
votes,
You need to
bro.
vote, Jimmy. Jimmy, you need to vote. Let me link the poll again. Cancel
Cancel
Santi.
Santi.
Vote there. Vote there. Vote
Oh,
for me. If you don't vote for me, you can just not vote.
wow. Because that's not censorship.
I like that. I like that a lot. I like that out of you.
The swig is going out of control.
Oh, he voted for Jose. Now it's a tie.
No, bro.
It's a tie between Jose and
Oh,
Dom.
it's a tie.
Jimmy.
It's a tie. All right, I think we
Uh-oh.
can. I'm going to wear this for the whole brew, even though I may die on this. But let's do it. So we have a ninja, Frankenstein, Jose the penguin, and the dragon mother, the mother of all dragons.
We got a good roster up
And
here.
let's get started here with the noteworthy news for the week. Congratulations, Dom, and oh my god, the screenshots. Oh my god, the screenshots
Jesus.
are in.
Oh, it's beginning.
Oh no. Oh no. Uh, I need to see that on Twitter.
Holding a vape pen? Oh, it
I
does,
need
huh?
we need the
Ruins the
screenshots of
first.
this on Twitter. You need to post
Yeah.
this on X and tag us. I want to see it. I want to see it.
There we go.
But yeah, we will start with noteworthy news. One thing that we released last week is the Calico Max Hope video. And let me tell you, it's not as pretty as my Frankenstein costume, but it's looking really good.
Gets close. It gets
Let
close.
me bring that up. Hold on.
Bring that up.
Here it is.
I'm also wearing Super Phoenix merch, if that counts for anything.
Trying to get some more votes, huh?
Yeah. Trying to scratch the. Oh, this is loud, very loud. Almost destroyed my ears.
This is DJ Antarctic, aka Gary. Shout out
Look at
Gary.
how beautiful it is.
I love
I mean, this is an okay. Jokes aside, the Calico Max Hog is one of the cleanest ships, vehicles
Bro.
whatever you want to call it, of all time. I love this. I love the Max Hog. I love it. You just bought a bunch of
So
these. Was it
clean.
because of this video? I mean, look. Look at that. I mean,
No,
look at this.
that's crazy.
Console is insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy out there, man.
Yeah.
What are we doing? What are we
I
doing over here, man? What is
I
this pumpkin?
saw what is that pumpkin? The pumpkin for
Bro,
Halloween
Jimmy, bro.
in the chat.
From
Uh,
Carlo, nice beanie, brother. Nice beanie.
Whoa,
Shout
nice
out.
beanie from Carlos.
nice.
Nice
I haven't
beanie
gotten.
from Carlos.
Bro,
I'm getting mine soon. It's on its way.
Nice beanie. Supporting the community. Oh, not the Michael Wagner gift.
Oh, jeez.
Get it out of here. Get it
Get
out of
it
here.
out. Uh, but going back to the Mask Hog, I think Michael posted that Tesla should produce it, and I completely agree. Like, wouldn't you drive that on the streets? I
I would
definitely would.
unironically drive the Calico Max Hog. I wouldn't even just drive it. I would flaunt it. I would show it off. I'd be like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm the baddest mother
You pull
trucker
up to the
on the
club
streets.
on the Max
Yeah.
Hog
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You would accidentally run everything over. Yeah. Yeah. True.
for sure, for sure. But yeah, moving on from the Max Hog, another thing that released this week is the Michael Wagner interview. Michael Wagner did an interview with Play to Earn, and you guys can watch it whenever you want. We'll drop the link in the chat in case you want to take a look at it. It's a cool interview. It's a cool interview. I recommend watching it. In learning about what's on Michael's mind, and he did a bunch of these during Token 2049, so expect a couple more coming from our end and from all over the cryptosphere. But yeah, another thing that happened last week, which I highly recommend watching, is Starblog. Starblog was created by Atlas Theory and Shadex, and they basically blogged the whole Impact Summit experience. So if you weren't able to fly to Singapore, but you want to check out what happened during Impact, definitely take a look at Starblog.
It's really good.
look
There's
at
so
that,
much stuff here.
bro.
There's a lot of interviews. They go over their thoughts. Oh, who's that, bro?
Oh,
Look at that
Ah,
handsome lad,
that was,
bro.
that was fire, bro.
Who's this, bro? This is
Oh,
Put the part,
Jesus.
you're in
put the
your
part where he wants to kick, us.
Solana Dev costume right now, bro. In this video. Oh,
Okay, bro.
Ah,
Oh, jeez, this is awesome.
I love this video.
yeah, it's great.
Bro, this is blasted by the cosmic current.
Go watch that video. It's an amazing video.
yeah,
It's amazing.
watch
That's,
it. Which
that's history
link in the
right there.
chat.
That's
Yeah,
history
which
right
is
there.
history, literal history. It's the first ever Stratos Impact Summit recorded by two OGs like Shadex and Atlas Theory. So definitely go take a look at that for sure, for sure. And last week as well, we had a brew about the council, with the council, and what is going on in the DAO ecosystem. So if you're curious about what is happening with the DAO, what is going on, definitely check that one out as well. It's a long brew, but you will be updated on everything DAO related. So if you have the chance to listen to it, I think we had Funcracker JP and Bodhi on. So lots of progress on the DAO end.
And
And
Brian.
yeah, and Brian. And make sure that you check that out. Make sure that you check that one out as well.
I mean, this is
But
the first council. This is the first council, and they're learning the ropes. They're trying to figure out what they should be doing. And you guys should all remember that this council is serving you guys. This council is serving you guys directly. So if you guys think they're doing something wrong, or you guys want to see something, you guys should be communicating with them along the way. This is a very important council period, figuring out how things should be. How they should be, how the channels should look, how pips should look. You're figuring out these little small things that are going to pave the way for the rest of the councils in the future. So it is actually very important. And I think if you are even remotely interested in the DAO, and remotely interested in the Star Atlas vision and making sure it's successful, I think the DAO is one of the most important things to give love to. So a little preachy there, but
Yeah. Well, that's completely true. I mean, we want the DAO to move forward. We want to vote on some cool tips. So it's important for people to pay attention. Definitely check that out. And we have some little alpha right now. You know that the Golden Carnival is coming very soon. We are very close to the Golden Carnival. I don't want to be a tease. We don't have the exact date to share yet, but but you already have the golden ticket recipe, so you can start crafting that. So I highly recommend getting ahead of the curve and crafting your golden tickets. But we have already defined how the Golden Carnival is going to work in terms of loot. So we're going to have 16 weeks of prizes. It's going to be 16 weeks with drawings every single week. We'll have one drawing every single week, and we'll have $200,000 in prizes every week, divided by manufacturers. So, Dom, I don't know if you want to cover what the manufacturers are going to be for the weeks.
yeah, yeah, sure. So it's going to be in a cadence. So the first week is going to be Pierce Calico, and then it's, as Santi just said, it's just going to be Pierce ships and Calico ships, and it's going to have an amount for that $200,000 of prizes. Then the second week is going to be Ogrica Busan. The third week is going to be Fimble. And then the fourth week is going to be a mega week. And then it repeats. So then it'll be Pierce Calico again, Ogrica Busan again, Fimble again. And then we'll have a couple of community voted mega weeks. And then at the end, there will be a kind of a mystery week. Ooh. And then the mega week will have 400,000 in loot instead of 200,000 in loot. So it follows a kind of an easy to understand cadence, unlike last time where it was just kind of all over the place. This time you'll be able to be like, okay, this is this week, this is this week. I want these ships, and this is my aesthetic, and this is this, and you can do a lot more of thinking around that. So
Yeah, you can plan ahead and save your tickets for your favorite weeks. But I highly recommend waiting a little bit, saving a little bit for the mega week because it's full of prizes, $400,000 in prizes. And the first one we define, but the second and third, you guys vote on what rewards you want to see in there. So get ready for that. It's going to be amazing. And start crafting the golden tickets. Let me repost the golden ticket recipe in the chat. I think we had it on minor announcements.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I just want to also just mention really quick that we're gonna going to be going out there on Twitter, and it is a little difficult to get into Sage, so we'll be going out there and being like, hey, you can get these golden tickets from other players, and then you can put them into these loot drops. So you guys are effectively the people who are playing Sage, effectively the gold rush shovel sellers. So yeah, definitely, like Sansi said, get your golden tickets ready, craft them up, because there are going to be players, there are going to be other people who want to just simply get a golden ticket and then put it into a loot drop, and then that's really it. So yeah, like I said, make sure you guys are crafting those tickets. We need them.
Yeah,
I prefer to sell
for sure.
pitchforks.
You can't craft
can't
them
craft
now.
them,
No. Well, you can start accumulating the resources for the recipe, but you will be able to craft them very soon. You'll be able to craft them very soon. But yeah, I think that's all. Unless I missed anything, anything we should cover before, besides that I want a costume challenge.
No.
Hey, you lost?
That I want.
True.
Jose, actually, congratulations, Jose.
I won?
No
Let's do
way.
it.
He stole? He
Whoa.
stole?
Whoa.
Thank you,
Jose
guys.
won.
I
Shame.
appreciate
Shame. Shame on everyone,
Yeah.
bro.
Shame. I need my bell.
But yeah, we want to jump right into some search action.
Which one is
Uh,
actually Jose? Sorry.
Do we know if it's actually Jose?
Which
It's
one
not
is Jose?
Jose. Jose is twice
Listen,
here. So who won?
guys, hold on. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm not Jose. I took off the glasses. I'm not Jose. You know, put them back on. Now I am Jose.
Bro,
Well,
this
just
is
stays
so
in the lead.
perfect.
Yeah. All right. I think we can go to the main topic now. So we want to chat a little bit about Surge. So a lot of people are waiting anxiously for Surge, and it's definitely one of the biggest things that we are working on. But we wanted to do a little brainstorm. Like the idea here is to brainstorm. There's a lot of development going on, and we want to chat with you about what's going on and what you would like to see, what we're working on, and the current state of things, and some brainstorming about a couple of specific points that we want to chat with you about. So I think we can get started by sharing what search is right now. So Dom, I will let you take it on this one.
Yeah, so just so you guys know, Surge in its current state is not the final state. You guys have, we've played a couple of already big play tests with Surge. It was also played at Breakpoint for a tournament. That is not the final state of Surge. There's so much work that needs to go into Surge. But just a kind of a quick recap for anyone who might be watching the VOD or who might be in Discord who doesn't know what Surge is. Surge is basically what it is it is a faction versus faction versus faction game mode, and the goal is to destroy the other two factions, collect kind of their tag once you kill someone, and then turn that tag into these designated spots where you can get points returning in your tags. So that's the gist. That's it's summarized. But there's a lot more that goes into a game mode. Like, is there any personalization that makes your gameplay a little bit different than the other person's? Or, I don't want to actually spoil what we're going to be talking about, but there's other things to be thinking about. So this is step one of Surge, and I know Surge is a big part of our 2025. So there's a lot to do, a lot to talk about, and that's why we're talking about this early with you guys. So you guys can give your thoughts, your early thoughts on, like, I wonder, like, this would be cool in Surge, or this would be cool in Surge, or I don't like this. Like, maybe you guys should do it like a little different. Like, so just remember, you guys do have a very strong voice in this conversation, and
Yeah.
I'm getting a little preachy again, so I'm gonna stop. But yeah, I'll let you take it away, Santi.
No, but that's true. That's true. And there are many things we're working on. And since this is in development, like we want to get the community voice in and see like the feedback from the players. So gameplay is pretty much established, but there are still a lot of things that the team is working on. So I think I can spoil a little bit here on what the team is currently working on and some of the questions that we have for the audience. So currently, our team is working on supporting multiple different game modes. So like not just search, but also deathmatch, team deathmatch, VIP, gun game, and SWAT. So that's going to be really interesting, and we have questions on this as well, on what the people think about this. But not all of them are guaranteed, but they are definitely planned. And one of the questions that we have based on this, like the team is working on this, we're curious, like, would you like to see multiple gameplay modes inside what search is? Is that something that sounds interesting to you? Or should we just
Yeah.
keep it to faction versus faction, classic, how you know it right now? Or would more gameplay modes be better? And it may sound like an easy question to answer. Yeah, of course we want more, but there are some things that happen. For example, in Call of Duty, Dom, we were mentioning that internally, like they had way too many game modes and they had to shrunk that down to just a few. So
And this is happening to many games. So, like, every game mode you release in your game, you are segmenting your players even more. So, like, if we have Surge and we have TDM and we have S&D and we have Capture the Flag, versus if we just had Surge, let's just say, nice round number, we have 1,000 people who are ready to play our third-person shooter modes. If we only had Surge, those 1,000 people would be in Surge. But if we have Surge, TDM, Capture the Flag, and whatever else, they would all be separated into these other different game modes, which would make it harder to maybe find a match when you play Surge, or maybe harder to find a match when you queue up for Capture the Flag. You know, there's these other questions that you should be thinking about, and this is actually something that I haven't brought up to Danny, because I actually do like the idea of having, you know, other game modes to keep it fresh. But you know, this is just one of the worries that I have, that we're always honest with you guys, that I'd like to discuss, you know, in the open with Danny, on just like, are we worried about this segmentation of players, you know, or is that cool? You know, is it cool that we have like a tight knit group of like 50 people who really, really, really enjoy Capture the Flag or something like that? You know, so
Yeah.
I think it's a really good conversation to have, and it's a big reason why we're having this brew, is to talk about not even just like ideas for Surge, but ideas for these game modes. Does it make sense? You know, we're having this open conversation and dialogue with you guys, so really interested in what you guys think.
Yeah.
Man, I see so many people
Um.
typing on the chat that you know,
Yeah.
crazy.
Dude says game modes. We like them. Group says my personal opinion is that I would prefer that dev cycles be spent on other things. But if the decision has already been made, I think you can resolve the division problem by implementing a round robin game queue.
That's pretty cool. I do like rotating game modes, like kind of similar to how Apex Legends rotates their maps. The map will just rotate randomly, or there's actually a countdown timer, but no, I do like that kind of idea.
Yeah, some games
I
you
do
can
like
both
that
the
idea.
map and the game mode.
Also, just
Like
real quick,
what's next?
on Groove's thing, saying like he would prefer other things being prioritized. Danny's talked about this before, but the work we do on Surge directly goes to like literally like everything else in the game. It's like this building block. Like, so yeah, we're doing a third person shooter mode, but this is going to be what is used for, you know, when you go into a Jorvik base and you do a mission, when you have to shoot people, or you do anything else combat related with guns. Like, this development that we're doing with Surge, you know, we've always kind of done this, like where we come out with a game mode, and then, or we do something, and it's kind of just like, it's there while we're working on this development, because obviously our development is going to take a very long time. So this is just one of those things where we were going to work on gunplay anyway, so might as well just make a fun game mode out of it, you know? Like, and the things happening in this game mode are all things that need to happen in the game anyway. So it's really like, it's not like
Yeah.
the development is being wasted or time is being wasted. Like, anything like we do with the jetpacks, anything we do with the guns, anything we do with the gunplay, anything we do with literally like anything combat related, anything movement related, anything like kind of, I guess, equipment related, that is going to be used for the overall game too. So I wouldn't worry about that too much, even though I kind of know where you're coming from. Just maybe you think like something else should be more prioritized, like, I don't know, dog fighting or something like that. Like, maybe that's your opinion. But you know, I think I understand where you're coming from, at least.
Yeah, and just building up on what Dominic is saying, Star Atlas is different from Call of Duty, right? Where these game modes are an end on itself. When we're thinking about Star Atlas version of Surge, how it should look like in the future, for me, it must feel genuinely something that makes sense with our overall context here in Star Atlas. So for example, for me, Surge must integrate the in-game economy that we have, kind of like what we do on Sage, but to a different degree. It must integrate also our ship battles to some instance. So for example, we should be able to see at some point a combat where ships even in the skies of the map are fighting against the players on the ground or something like that. And this I feel like makes for a very interesting conversation because it allows for, and this is something that Dominic, I, Santi have been talking a lot about internally. It allows for different players with different backgrounds and different play styles uh, shine on for the overall ecosystem. And Dominic had a very good example of the good player, that the guy that's really good in a shooter game, in a surge mode, he being hired, recruited by guilds to doing a mission inside the surge map where you can collect a rare resource that can be used in the overall Stratos economy and game modes. This is the kind of thing that I want to see on Surge. This is the kind of thing that we're going to make Star Atlas unique and not just some generic shooter like some that we see rising in the industry right now.
I saw a really good point by the way, Jose. I saw another comment by Groove that I thought was a kind of a good concern that I think other people might have. I need to find it. Hold on, 1 second. There we go. Previously, I never got the impression that third-person shooter would be a prominent game mode, as this does seem to be a focus now. What is unique about it? What makes it interesting and sets it apart from any other third-person shooter out there? So, obviously, we're not a direct competitor to off-the-grid Call of Duty, Fortnite. We're clearly not a direct competitor, but that doesn't mean that we shouldn't make Surge as unique as possible with our own spin on it. So, number one, I'll tell you right now. I play games literally all the time. I play shooters all the time. And our movement right now, as it is one of our unique selling points. Our movement is incredibly fun. It's incredibly addicting, and I really, really enjoy our movement. And I think once like really good players, or just like there's like a skill ceiling, and people are really learning how to play the game, I think the Jetty boost stuff will be a unique selling point. And I'll also, like I said, I'll be honest. I had the same exact concern that or not really concern, but I had the same exact question that you guys had, or you had on kind of what is the unique selling point of Surge. And I messaged Danny. I was like, hey, like what's our unique selling point for Surge? And he gave me this kind of like long list of like, hey, I totally agree that we need to, we want to have as many unique selling points to Surge as possible. And then he gave me a long list that I'm not going to say because I don't want to spoil anything. But I can assure you that making Surge unique to all the other shooters out there is one cajillion percent a priority of ours. So I
Yeah,
just wanted to answer that question because I did agree with that. Literally a week ago, like 2 weeks ago, I was like, I had the same question. So
yeah, and I think it's valid to also bring that back to your previous point, Dom, which is these are the building blocks for Star Atlas. Like getting Surge to a AAA state means that we managed to get our third-person shooting to a AAA state, and in later seasons we'll get dogfighting to a AAA state and racing, and then we'll have the Star Atlas vision after developing all that to the to the AAA standard that we're looking for. That's how the Stratos vision is outlined. So we have to do Surge anyways. So let's just make it fun and high
mhm,
quality.
agreed. And
Yeah,
then another
like
thing with Jose, like your point on the economy, like I completely agree with that too. I think another thing that makes our third person shooter, our shooter game mode, a lot more unique than these other ones, even off the grid. I know they have Web3 involved, but even off the grid, we have a real functioning economy that actually makes sense. And I can't say that about any other Web3 game. I'm sorry if you're a fan of another Web3 game that you think differently on. Apologize, but uh, the fact that we can just have for just as an example, let's say there's a unique resource that you can literally only get if you play Surge. And let's
Yes,
say
sir.
that resource is required for crafting recipes on Sage Labs or on Fleet Command. Then let's say like you're a player who only plays Sage Labs. You're only interested in the kind of RTS view. You're only interested in that strategy, that strategic view, and you're not very good at third person shooter. That like Jose said, you're gonna hire someone like James who just won the Surge tournament, or anyone else who's good at third person shooter, and you might hire them, or you might just buy resources from people on the marketplace or something like that. Or like I said, you come up with a relationship with someone who's really good, and you kind of have some like deal with them. But how cool is that? That's when these small players, these players who maybe aren't really interested in the RTS view, but they really like shooters, and they can just come in, play Surge. They can, kind of earn by earning this resource and selling it to Fleet Command players who need it to craft or do other things. like that's a real economy. That's how this shit works. Like that's crazy. It just
True.
blows my freaking gourd when I think
It's
about that.
true.
It just
Yeah,
blows
It's
let
my
really
mind when I
hard.
me.
think about that.
I'm taking the mask a little bit so I can speak properly. Let's give you guys a more tangible example I thought about while beating up on the Staratas lore, for example. There is a city ruins in Staratas, the borders of the medium risk zone with the high risk zone, called Evisco. It's a planet where the civilization on that planet collapsed, and there is a ruins in that city that Brett. There's a ruins in that city where there is a liquid light, and this is the name of a very rare in-game resource that Photolis need to craft their ships. So this is a very a high-end resource. It can only be obtainable while raiding this particular map and dungeon. And the way that I see this intertwining with Surge and the overall in-game economy is that players that decide to play on this public map, the first thing that they need to do is to fund the expedition. So you need to deposit in-game resources as a way of getting your characters in-game to play this map. So you are burning resources in-game to fund this expedition. Then on the same lobby at the same time, other players will be doing the same thing. And you guys will need to deep dive into this dungeon while fighting the PvE enemies of the map and also other players who are competing for this resource. And only the teams that manage to get there, get the resource, and survive and bring this resource back will be able to use them to craft recipes on Sage, for example. The others will simply burn resources. They will not get loot, they will get burned, but also the ones that manage to do this, they'll get one of the very rare and limited items that will enable them to craft the item on Sage. So this is how this can everything get together in the long run. You know, this is how I
It's so
envision
cool,
this at
man.
least.
It's so unique. It's so unique. It's like one of
And only
the
Star Atlas. This only makes sense in Star Atlas. That's why it makes
exactly,
sense. This is super cool, you know.
exactly. Yes, yes. I see a question from BV. Dom, I'm still confused about the game mode. So it's 3 versus 3 and faction based random queue, or what is the current plan exactly? How many players total? How many teams? How it
It depends on the
worked?
map.
Yeah, it depends on the map, but how it worked was 5 versus 5 actually, initially. But for the tournament, Dom, if I'm not mistaken, it was it 4 versus 4 versus 4?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it went pretty smoothly. So it depends on the map. And on that note, the maps are looking amazing. I don't want to be a tease, but the environment team has been crushing it, and we'll have new maps coming. We may have images to show very soon, not on this group, but very soon. We'll have some images to show you guys. So there will be more than one map. That's all I'm going
Nice.
to say right now.
I
Don't you want to
actually
show the cover art
screenshotted
of
a.
Velocity? Yeah, let's show them something, bros. Come on.
No, we can't show him. Yeah, hold on, Jose. Hold on. Keep it steady, bro. Uh, uh, I saw a question or like more of a comment from Icy. It's not directly related, but I did want to just comment on one of the maps. So his question was just something along the lines of, what do you think about different risk zones for Surge? Like the map corresponds to the different places and different risk zones. So maybe like the low risk zone would have something in the low risk zone. The medium risk zone would have something in the medium risk zone as a map, and the high risk zone would have like I don't know something in the cataclysm. I don't know. There's some crazy happening. That I think that's a really cool idea. But I wanted to use this opportunity to say like one of the maps, for example, is on the Oni Central Space Station. That's all I'll give. But that's kind of like what they're going for is these maps for Surge are going to make sense for the rest of the universe. It's gonna have a place, and it's not just gonna be some random we're in a jungle. No, it's gonna be like an actual place. It's gonna make sense with the lore. It's gonna make sense with the story and the universe and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's gonna be really cool.
I want to bring up a rather spicy topic in the shooting ecosystem, in the shooters ecosystem, which is about the matchmaking. That's something that we want the audience's thoughts.
Oh
Should
my.
matchmaking? Should we have matchmaking? Should matchmaking be skill based? If you have ever played Call of Duty or any other shooter, you know how it gets when it's skill based matchmaking. You know, it gets
I think
tough
I've
really
had this.
fast.
I think I've had this argument. I'm not even kidding. Like 50 times.
Huh.
Not even an argument. I can't even say the amount of times I've been playing Call of Duty. I get into, obviously I'm decent at the game, so I'll get into these lobbies where like people are just cracked out of their mind, and then I'm just raging, dude. I'm like, screw this, dude. I can't just relax and play this game anymore. This is terrible. This is awful. And I'm only one side of that coin. There's another side of that coin that is like, these beginning players who are just trying to learn the game and they don't want to get absolutely creamed. So I think there is genuinely two sides of this coin with very, very sound arguments. And so I'm also interested on what the community thinks. Do you think there should be skill-based matchmaking where, if you're good, you get put into lobbies with other good people? Or do you think it should just be random where sometimes there's a good person in a lobby, sometimes there's not, sometimes there's really good people with really bad people, and then everything and then far and in between. Time for Dom to Dom, yeah. When we have enough do
Yeah,
both, yeah, I do agree that I think having like a specific game mode that doesn't have the skill-based matchmaking. Okay, so my thoughts, opinion alert, opinion alert. This is not Automata's point of view, this is not Chip's point of view, this is not Danny's, but I think the best course of action for our game would be there is no skill-based matchmaking outside of like a ranked mode. And then for a ranked mode, that's where it makes sense. There's like you go up the ranks, you get different ranks, you get like elo, and then that's when you're being paired with these other players. But when you're just playing like a casual match, I think personally it should just be random. Personally. But you guys have to look at it from like the company point of view where you want to keep as many players playing your game as possible. And if like a shitty player, to be frank, gets to the lobby and just gets creamed, like they just get creamed like 10 games in a row, they're not gonna stick around. They're not gonna buy anything. So you have to, even though like I have my own argument, I also have to look at the other kind of side of that coin. You want the new players to be able to have a good experience.
yeah,
So I'm yapping, bro. I'm
yeah.
yapping.
No, it's fair. I like what people were saying that just have a ranked mode in case you want that to be the matchmaking to be skill based. Because yeah, maybe you want to chill. The issue is that what if you have the casual game mode where there's no matchmaking, and then like some pro comes into the server and starts just destroying everyone? Like that's another issue as well. So it's a hard one to tackle. Honestly, it's a really
Mhm.
hard one to tackle.
And someone said something like, if it's skill based, shouldn't there be prizes for top scorers per season in the high ranks? If there's a ranked mode, man, this goes back to because we have a functioning and real economy, we can do insanely cool shit. Oh my god, can you imagine if like the top 3 on a leaderboard got a like gold resource, and you can make cosmetics that have gold in it, and only people who do that get the gold resource. I've talked about this a little bit for like tournament prizes, but like I'm just using it as another example. Like how cool would that be? That there's a specific resource or a specific color or like a specific type of like customization option that you could use that you could only use if you earn it through actually being good at the game. And then this provides, like, let's say, like I said, you're a whale, you're not very skilled or anything like that, and someone else wins this, they could use it for themselves and have a gold armor, or they can just sell it to this whale. I want to. It's kind of like I'm gonna use an example because I recently got into TCGs. When a competitive TCG player, like let's say they go to a Pokemon tournament and they win a Pokemon tournament, they usually get this card that's unique to that tournament, and these whales, these collectors want that card. They're like, oh, I'll buy that off you for like $3,000. So then they sell that card, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing. If you get this gold hue that you really like, that's really cool and sought after, you could either be like, I'm going to use this, or these other whales are going to want to buy it. Effectively, another way to earn because there's a real economy involved. It's
It's
crazy.
proven.
It's so crazy. It's
Did
so
you
crazy.
see? Do you remember what happened with the board day yacht club game? The one that where you had to go fly in, and it was like a very
Oh,
simple game.
Dookie Dash, bro. Dookie Dash.
Was it Dookie Dash?
Yeah,
Was it
bro.
that? Was it
Yeah.
that name?
Yeah, it
That
was Dookie Dash.
this guy won the first key, like the first prize, and I think he sold the key. They didn't even know what that was going to give, but I think he sold that key. He sold that key for like over $1 million, and that was it was competitive in the sense that he was clearly skill based. Like he had really great skill to reach what he reached, but it was a very simple game. Like imagine what you can do with Star Atlas when you actually have the full economy working. So, man,
It's
yeah,
insane.
I don't
It's
want to see the
literally
app as
insane the
celebrated.
amount of stuff you could do. It's crazy. It's absolutely absurd. The amount of stuff you could do because there's a real economy involved. It's
Yeah.
I'm gonna preach
I
too
see
much,
a
but it's
random question
crazy.
that I want to answer. Never Alone quests will ship Never Alone quest together with the Golden Carnival, so you will be able to get the XP you need to get to the highest memory possible. So stay tuned. There will be Never Alone quests coming soon, and then we'll close the campaign. So yeah, stay tuned to that. Now we need to let's go back to Surge. Let's go back to Surge. What do you guys think about progression in Surge? Should we have
I
that?
mean, I mean,
It's a definite yes,
progression is
right?
clearly so incredibly important. I think everyone and their mom and their dad and their grandma and grandpa would say absolutely you should have progression. Just kind of like what that looks like. I think
Yeah.
earning by itself is kind of a progression in a weird way because you're progressing. You're building this kind of economic value in your wallet. I think that's a form of progression, not the only form that you should have, but you should be like, I think there needs to be like some kind of leveling of your gear, of your character, of course. I think there might be some, I'm not too sure how people think about battle passes around here, but having a battle pass would be another thing
Battle
that when
Pass
we
would be
have
dope. Yes.
Surge like as our big kind of game mode that we release, so like how cool would it be that there's a battle pass too, and you can earn these like rare cosmetic items, and you can maybe get some atlas in it, all these kind of things. Like that's really cool. Like I like that kind of stuff is really cool. I think progression is like if you don't have it, what are you doing? You kind of thing.
Yeah.
No,
Also
it's a must.
stats. I know that I always bring that up, but stats, man, that's my thing.
Bro, have you seen off
You
the grid
like to show
stats?
off your KD, right, Santi?
Yeah, my 0.6 KD. I just posted a poll about the battle pass. Like, will battle pass for Surge be something that you're interested in? I just posted it in the chat. Please go vote. I'm actually really curious. So please go vote in the chat. Yes or no? Will battle pass be interesting to you?
And while people are voting, Groove said, "I'd love to see some form of progression that can't be bought." Yeah, I think they'd need your character, leveling up your character, leveling up your gear. I guess the battle pass would be bought for sure. Gaining some kind of economic incentive. Off the grid is doing it in a way where if you buy their OTG Pro, you earn more. I have no idea. This is not something we thought about. I have no idea. So I was going to say economic incentives were going to be free, but like I don't know because off the grid is doing their own thing. So maybe there's a conversation that needs to be had around that. But yeah, there definitely needs to be free progression and along with like the battle pass as well. Pretty cool conversation though.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the conversation.
That's great.
Oh yeah. Give me stats, give me progression and a battle pass, and I'm set. You have me in there. during meetings. I'm joking.
So apparently, every meeting's going to start with Santi's achievements and stats.
Yeah.
Bragging
How
rights are
well you did.
important. Yes,
Yeah,
bragging
it's a
rights are
must.
important.
It is very important. Like you got to be there, like showing all your stuff, achievements, bragging rights, progression, stats.
I know you're into that, Francesca. I know you're
Oh
into
yeah,
that. Your Diablo
just a
4
bragger.
costumes.
Oh god, I know. I like all my achievement points. I'm all about the progression and like weird achievements that take a year to complete.
Yeah, yeah. It was like getting your weapons to diamond in Call of Duty. I remember that in Black Ops 2. Like you had to play all day to get all your weapons to gold and then upgrade them to diamond. And that took a long time,
That
but
takes a
people did
long
it.
time. Yeah,
But
that
people
takes a
did
long
it.
time. I
I'm
was
sure.
the annoying person. I was the annoying person because I did like thousands of shield kills. Like I was weird because I would get sick
Yeah,
if I moved
exactly.
around. So I would camp or I would like shield kill. I would do really strange achievements.
When you go to the shield, like you always leave that for last.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but not to derail on Call of Duty conversation. There are more weapon types also planned for Surge, guys. There are more weapon types. As a little spoiler, we may have rocket launchers, and we may have a shockwave pistol or rifle as well. So two more weapons planned for Surge. I'm I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, we have 4 minutes left. Is there anything? Is there anything that we didn't mention? Any questions? Anything about Surge? Not release date. No. Anything else?
I think we
Anything
mentioned a
that someone
lot.
wants to bring up? Renting a character to fight with.
See, this is where I have like a different opinion than maybe like a few people here. Just like my gamer perspective. I don't think we should have like, you have to have ammo to play Surge, and you have to, you have to have like a character or like a crew member to play Surge. Like, I personally don't think that should be the case. I think it should be, free to play. You get in, and there's like some kind of like I do think there should be economics involved. Like, you can earn a resource that the Sage players, the Fleet Command players are going to want and need. But I think we want to make that barrier to entry as very, 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 very small as possible. I personally, I don't like the idea of requiring all these different things and assets to play. Um, I don't know if that's a hot take or not, to be honest.
I think it's fair. I think it's fair.
Yeah. I think some game modes might have those mechanics, like that idea of a mission where you need to put in resources to fund your participation. I think that's dope. But overall, I agree with Dominic that it should be as easy as possible to play the basic modes of Surge.
I
And don't
see
get
a
me
fair
wrong, like you should
question.
still need ammo. Sorry, go for it. Sorry, Santi.
Yeah, that I see a fair question. That is, why is it okay to give Surge players super rare resources, but then do not require to buy anything from Sage players?
That
That's where
makes a
it,
lot of sense.
that's where
That's a
it
fair
gets
point.
spicy.
That's a
That's
fair
where it
point.
gets spicy.
But Surge, you also have to understand like Surge is a game mode, what it's trying to achieve. I'm not saying there shouldn't be economics involved, like I said, but just what I'm saying is you just want there to be as many players in this as possible, and every single, even very small barrier that you put up is going to be a problem for these players. So like if there is economics involved with these players, these new players who are only playing Surge, I think there needs to be you got to have a lot of thought into that because like I said, any small barrier is going to deter a lot of people.
Hmm. That's true. I mean, they need to have a free to play to be sold into, okay, the game is fun. I didn't pay to try it, and I know that it's fun. So from here, where do I go? And then if you want to start earning or if you want to participate in the economy, maybe you need to buy ammo from the Sage players or whatever. I don't know how we do it. But
I want to also bring up and maybe JP can speak on this just cuz I know he's pretty active in Illuvium, but I think Illuvium did something along the lines of you can go to like different levels of a of an area to get like rare alluvials or something like that, and people really didn't like that. Like you had to spend like a certain amount of things. Like you could like it like steps up. You can spend more things to get to the like this area, and people tore into that. Did not like that. And I think what you guys are saying, like having like an ammo requirement, is basically the same thing in my eyes. Personally, I think it's kind of the same thing, where like you don't want to require these economic things just to play like a round of something, you know? Like I understand where it's coming from, and I do think that there should be like ammo like needed for like spaceships when you're in the medium risk zone, you're in the high risk zone. But if it's just like a like this kind of like segmented game mode where people are playing something, I don't know. I think there needs to be more thought around it. There needs to be like a lot of thought around consumer experience, player experience. You don't want to feel like you're spending something every time that you're playing a game. Like I said, I understand the want to have economics involved from the Sage side. Like if the Sage players need something from the Surge players, then the Surge players should need something from the Sage players. That's a totally understandable. Like I get it. I get where you're coming from. I'm just saying we need to do it in a way that makes sense. Because you require ammo, and then I think things get a little dicey, personally.
Yeah, I like the idea that Atlas Theory said that Sage players can craft the battle passes by burning resources for a profit and selling for the Surge players. I think this is a very interesting concept.
I didn't even see that one.
Can you repeat what he said?
Oh yeah, so
Oh.
Sage, so Sage players would craft the battle pass that the Surge players would buy. That's a pretty cool idea. I'm not even gonna lie, that is a pretty dope idea.
That's actually pretty sick. Yeah,
That's
like
good.
player-owned economy for real. How do we make money though?
Where do we?
That's funny.
That's actually freaking hilarious. Yeah, this has been like this. These are the kind of conversations that I find so much enjoyment in, because this is when the game, like, people are going to be playing every day. They might be earning, they might be doing things, and I don't even want to get into the freaking. Oh my god, I've been playing off the grid basically like every night with not every night, but like every night, every other night with Michael, and we've been running into hackers a little bit lately. Not even just a little bit, probably every other game.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that we need to have a very long and lengthy conversation about, is anti-cheat, how that happens.
Yeah.
I'm going to have another hot take here, but I think we need very invasive anti-cheat in Star Atlas. I think it's an inevitability. If you guys know Riot Games, they have something called Vanguard, and it's a kernel level anti-cheat. I personally think we'll need to head there in the future, just because of how bad hacking is nowadays, especially when there's economics involved. But I don't know. It's a good conversation. I'm really happy we're talking about Surge and all these different things, because I think you need to have these conversations, or you're just gonna come out with something
Yeah, for sure.
lukewarm.
For sure.
Yeah.
We want to keep having these conversations and even more of these. Not only for Search, but we're also, not to derail, but we're also planning on doing a little Starpath session on what are the next steps and what we are thinking should be the next steps for Starpath. We want to brainstorm together with you guys more and more. So really looking forward to doing more of these.
Yeah, I see it. That's what the off the grid team is using, is easy anti cheat, and I've seen firsthand that it does not work.
Not working. Yeah.
See you, JP. Thanks for coming in. Good luck. Yeah, anti cheat is gonna be big.
Yeah,
I
anti-cheat is
honestly don't
important.
think there's a way around us making our own solution at some point. Like I said, like someone made a comment, like the high risk zone basically requires that there is insane levels of anti cheat. Yeah, we'll need to make sure. I don't want to get into it because I could be here for another freaking hour talking about that.
Yeah, I think we're over the hour, so I know the council has the meeting, and we probably have to go as well. But where is the best channel to continue this discussion and or theory crafting? I think we should Let me think what channel is the best for this one. We probably should have a channel that is dedicated to UE5. So that's actually a good idea. Like just UE5 content. That's a need. Yeah, let's make a new one. Dominic Bain, how do you feel about making a new channel, my man?
Why are you asking me, bro?
Awesome.
You know it's because I'm the one who always deletes channels, man. Is that why?
Yeah. No, but
Yes.
I think we need a UE5 channel. We'll spin that up. We'll create that.
Yeah, I think it's cool. People have to use it though. If people don't use it, we delete
You
it.
better use it. If we created it and you don't use it, it's gone. uh, cool. All right, guys. I think it was a great brew. I like that we are getting back into brainstorming more and getting together with the community. Um, I think my costume was the best today. The community thought different, but it's all right. I'll take the loss. I'll take the loss. It's a screenshot moment. Everybody smile. There we
I'm
go.
smiling.
I'm smiling.
I got it. I got it. Cool. So thanks everyone for joining the Atlas Room number 134. We want to do more brainstorming with you, so expect more brews like this. Make sure to mark us interested. Dom, if you can link the event in the chat so people can mark us interested so you don't miss the pings for the next ones. And yeah, I really enjoyed the conversation. Stay tuned for Golden Carnival announcements. Make sure you're crafting those golden tickets because we have some cool announcements coming very soon and huge prizes, of course. So thanks everyone. And this was Theaters Blue number 134. We'll see you next Wednesday at the same time if daylight savings doesn't destroy everything. Thanks everyone.
Bye,
Everyone.
everyone.
Hi, guys.